Hello and welcome once again. So I'm going to do a brief video here, and I'm not going to make this too long, about sun gazing. And sun gazing is something that was done in ancient times, and this is something that I have started doing since about the end of October. And a lot of people think the sun is bad for them. They think they're going to go blind looking at the sun. And I'm here to tell you that that information is false. Now, in the beginning, when I would look at the sun, I did it during the day. I still do it during the day. I don't have time, to wait for the sun to come up and to do sunset. And my vision has just really done really nothing but improve. And that's my situation. Now, if you're looking at the sun and you feel that you're going to get blurry for a second, but if it's lasting longer than that, you have other problems in your body. You may have weakened adrenal glands if you can't look at the sun, and other issues. Now, if you're following the diet that I show, the antioxidant powders, the greens, the berries, you're going to get more than enough antioxidants to really combat any small amount of free radical damage that you can get from the sun. And there's a guy that's been living basically on the sun and very little food for quite some time now, and I'll show you him in a second. But here's the picture on basically what happened in ancient times when they put this together, and it's all about energy, folks. And when I mean stare, I look at it for 5 or 10 seconds, I look away, and I may do this 10 times throughout an hour of sun, or 45 minutes of sun, depending on how much I get. So I'm not doing it for hours at a time. And this is just to really get that energy in me, and it really does help on top of everything else to get rid of issues. This is, again, my experience. I'm going to tell people to do this at their own risk, only because I have to, because people are going to say that, James is telling people to look at the sun and they're going blind, and that hasn't happened to me. If that's happening to you, you have far other issues in your body, and it's not the sun, in my experience. Because I've been doing this for a number of months now, and on a consistent basis, sometimes 2 weeks straight. And I am really thriving more than ever. And again, that's because I'm taking a lot more antioxidant powders than before, and I'm getting a lot of nutrients. I may take 15 quarter teaspoons of wheatgrass, and another 12 of schizandra, plus all the other ones. So the point is that I'm really adding a lot of nutrients. The only drawback with the sun, and what I've seen has happened to other people from their testimonies, and you can look at this online, where people have actually not been able to eat for a number of months. One guy really lost a lot of weight because he was severely deficient in nutrients, and the other guy that's been doing this a long time, I'm going to show you him right now. This particular gentleman, he has been doing this a while. He's like the master at this, knows what he's doing. So really, you don't want to sit here and stare at this for hours a day, because it's just, you're not going to be able to eat eventually. But if you're doing it 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and you're doing this, 10 times in a day, you want to work your way up, of course. That's what my experience has been. And, again, you can research this guy. I don't have his name, but he has been on plenty of, I believe, videos, because that's where I've seen him. And I learned about him after I started sun gazing. And this is just something that this particular person has really perfected and basically lives off of it. That doesn't mean you can, or that doesn't mean I'm going to. So at this point, take this information and learn from it, and just, again, try this and see how you like it. But you're going to have to start off slow, maybe one time in a day, and, wait another day and come back and do another 5 seconds or 10 seconds. It's a very, very slow process. You don't want to come out there like I'm doing, which I just explained, do 10 or 15 sets, like you're at the gym coming in and you haven't worked out ever or for a long time, and you're coming in doing 15 sets of bench press. I mean, you're going to be really sore. That's not what you want to do. You shouldn't do that anyways. You're going to overtrain. But on the other hand, if you're used to it, it's not going to be nearly as bad as if you just came into it. So, again, this is the particular guy that is really pretty much well known, but not known by everyone unless you're following sun gazing. This guy is the master of it, and you can find him on YouTube, sun gazing, and he'll come up. Any questions, go ahead and let me know. But again, this is something that I have found that does work, and it's just another tool that I use along with everything else. And, you know, do this at your own pace, just like anything else. Thank you. Bye-bye.